Greetings, Earthlings! Welcome to RFF Picks. Today, I have a correlated Counter-Strike play for you for Monday. This is going to be August the 5th, $100 to win 300. It's going to be a two-man Counter-Strike play. Hope everyone had a good weekend. First of all, I wanted to talk about a couple of the plays that I gave out. This Rush Shane one I gave out on Winnable. This was a loss, and then the play below at the bottom was the play that I gave out on the YouTube. The one above, obviously, we had a loss, and I want to talk about it a little bit because I feel like I forced it a little too much. I feel like we didn't have a lot. I think this is like the only play, honestly, that I gave out on Winnable just because there was like absolutely nothing to work with today, and I wanted to give a play out, and I even hesitated a little bit. And the reason why I want to talk about it is I actually initially was going to take the under on Nouns and Elevate. So all the time I look through the lines and everything, and I'm like, all right, am I going to want to take the mores here, or am I going to want to take the less? And initially I was going to take the less, and I feel like a lot of you out there like the mores. And Rush, he out of nowhere, I think he came out as one of the top guys to pick because there were other books out there that had his headshots at 17 and a half. And so getting at a 15 and a half was really good. And then I paired him up with Shane. But initially, when I first saw the play, I was going to take the less because there were a couple other guys that I saw a correlation a little bit better on the less. And so hate it, sucks. I feel like at that moment, it's one of those things that I probably should have been, hey, this is just isn't good. Like I shouldn't take it because I'm seeing two different things, and at the end of the day, I shouldn't have taken anything. But what we want to take away from this play was there was correlation, right? We had two guys ended up going less, and the other thing too, I didn't watch a lot of the series, but this was over very quickly. Map 1, map 2, I think both of them went like 13 and 4. And so that would be a prime example of a time that I bet you a lot of people on both Elevate and Nouns went under their kill total because they didn't get a lot of opportunities to get kills. That's 34 games within both maps, and sometimes there are times where the games go 50 or 50. 13 to 11, 13 to 11, something like that. I'm trying to do the math like very quickly, like 48 maps within, or 48 games within both maps, something like that, to where there's a ton of opportunities to get a lot of kills. But what happened in this game was, or in between both maps, is that there wasn't a lot of opportunity to get kills, and so that's why they both went under. So here's our Real Friends community. We have our main channel, Real Friends in Football, 34.6 thousand subscribers. Initially, we wanted that channel to be a gambling channel, talk about week 1 spreads, player props, season props, all that kind of good stuff over there. And me and Miles were actually going to get into that. We're going to do a little bit more of like a podcasty form on RFF Picks, and we're going to talk about week 1 spreads. We're going to talk about season bets. I think we're going to try to get a video out tomorrow on that. We talked about it. Real Friends in Football Shorts. That channel's now at 500 subscribers, and we have our podcast over here that we don't use too much. But as you can see below, I'm up 500 units, 7% ROI, over 7,000 bets. Me and Miles, we started RFF Picks right after the Super Bowl. Obviously, when the football season ends, there's a lot of dead time, and we wanted to come on here and still continue to make YouTube videos. And so I've been gambling for like 13 years of my life, and over the past 3 years gambling, I've become a profitable gambler, as you can see below. So I'm very passionate towards it, and I want to help people win bets. And as you can see, we're up 1.8 thousand subscribers. I think since starting the channel, I'm up like probably $3,000-ish since starting the channel, 2,500, something like that. Not too sure. I'd have to look at it, but I'm definitely up a decent amount since starting the channel. And another thing I'm doing also is I've upped my units. So now I'm putting like $100, like I'm putting $100 on these 2-man plays. But in the past, if you had asked me 3 years ago, I'd probably be putting like $20, $10 on these bets, and now I'm just like upping it a lot because I trust what I'm doing, and I trust the process. And as you can see below here, this is a screenshot, right? And we're gonna have our ups and downs here and there, but at the end of the day, we're pretty much doing like this, right? Think of it as like an arrow. We always see graphs like this. Think of it going like this, right? So we're gonna have these little times where we're going up and down, right? But at the end of the day, we trust what we're doing, and we have an up graph, right? We positive graphed. And so graph, not a graft. Anyways, here is our winnable what this is, easy way to get our plays, right? It's an easy thing to sign up for. If you subscribe to our free plan, you're going to get our Taco Tuesdays, our protected plays, and then our YouTube plays are going to go on the free plan. The good thing about this is I've already posted the play on Winnable, so you can kind of avoid those payout shifts, and you can avoid watching the YouTube videos and just get the play right away. So it's an easy way to do that. You text via email. MVP plan is going to be every single one of our plays that we take. Like I said, today was a little bit of a dead time, and I only ended up getting like one play out because I shouldn't have even got that play out. I should have just not did a play because there just wasn't a lot to work with. But once football season rolls around, there's going to be a lot of plays that I like, a lot of correlated plays. There's going to be college football, NFL. Every weekend for football, there's going to be 16 games all the time going back and forth. And then through college football, there's going to be 70 games being played, a ton of games. So there's going to be a lot more to work with, right? Think of all these players that you can put in slips, all these quarterbacks, all these receivers, all these running backs, all these tight ends, all over the place. So there's going to be a lot of plays flying all over the place on the MVP. And then not just that, but there's going to be, totals, over unders. There's going to be spread plays, all that kind of stuff that we're going to be posting on there. So if you want to sign up for the MVP plan for free, type in code RFF, you get 1 free month. Finally, here is going to be the play. I talked about it. We talk about it all the time since starting the channel. This is a correlated play, right? We have Acrid going against Aurora. This is going to be a noon play. SHG going against Kenzie. And we're going to go over both of the headshots. Like I said, what we're wanting for here, Counter-Strike is a very different game, esports, than it is to, a football game, a basketball game, NHL, to where there is not an allotted time period to where this game can be completed. It can go very... Like I said, and on this play right here, Nouns versus Elevate, this completed very quickly. This was like an hour and a half or hour 15 to where these games were just completed. It got quickly over because one team stomped the other one. But if you get in a situation to where there's an overtime or it's back and forth to where it's 13-10, 13-11 rounds within both maps, then that means that these guys have more opportunities to get a lot of kills, right? So that's what we're hoping for here. We're hoping a long, drawn-out bloodshed between both teams. And if that happens, or if one map between both map 1 and 2 goes into overtime, a lot of times we see these guys, if there's an overtime between map 1 or map 2, we see like 23 kills between either team. And if that happens, then that's like 12 headshots. And so at that point, we're only hoping for like 4 headshots in that next game. So that's what we're hoping for. I see it all the time where there's correlation. Obviously, you're not going to see it every single time, but a lot of the times you go back and look at these slips, it's this or this. And so that's what we're hoping for here. That's going to be the play. I'll be posting plays tomorrow all throughout the day. So best of luck out there to everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow.